Good afternoon from beautiful Pocatello, Idaho. Game number 9 of the Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jam Bar. My name is Luke Kelso. I'm joined by Taylor Fitzgerald. 3 teams remain. The Hornets versus the Grizz as Grace Lopez starts things off with a lead-off double. Montana winning their previous game earlier today over Northern Colorado 11-7. Sacramento State losing their last game last night in a 15-7 slugfest against Idaho State. In the circle will be Danielle Leone making her first appearance at the tournament. 2.25 ERA, 5-2 record, 71 2/3 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts to 17 walks. She'll be facing this potent Montana lineup, starting with Grace Lopez, who had the double. Chloe Saxton now at the plate. She swings and misses at that one. She'll be followed by Anna Cockle, Kaylee Mejia, JoJo Christians, Mackenzie Bukowski, Brianna Gutierrez, Grayson Graviette, and Jessica Cherms. Defensively for Sacramento State will be Danielle Leone pitching to Haley Bustos, Melissa George at first. We're at second, Ava Medellin. Over at short, Maddie Mendoza. Third base, Madison Evers-Lyles. Left to right, Lafu Malapei. In center, Saskia Robin. In right, Addie Buckley. So Taylor, here we are, winner to the championship to play tomorrow. This one gets away from Bustos, and Lopez will move over to third with no outs in the inning. What do you see out of Leone making her Big Sky debut here in 2026 in the tournament?
Yeah, the senior right-hander going to give a curve changeup drop look, so a lot of outside to righties and down in the zone with a mix of that speed change with changeup, similar to the other Sac State pitchers on this staff. Likes to work away, but has the ability to come inside, and has a 29% overall chase rate. So I would expect her to get ahead, try to get the hitters to swing out of the zone as she tries to get them out.
So 2-1 count on Chloe Saxton. We'll have your Jeremiah Johnson keys to the game in the bottom half of the inning. A quick start in this one. Just 30 minutes after the previous game ended, Montana right back with the bats. Ground ball into left field. Base hit, scores Lopez, and the Grizz jump out to an early lead. It's 1-0.
So back-to-back hits for the Grizz to start off this game. You got Lopez, who drives the ball down the left field line, and here's Saxton just hits it hard and punches it through that 5-6 hole to score the first run of the day for the Grizz here in the top of the first.
So now at the plate is Anna Cockle. Tied the program record in stolen bases in the game earlier today. First pitch takes for a strike. Trina Comfort, the home plate umpire. First base is Jason Bloomwell, and at third is Davis Nixick.
I think this is going to be a good matchup here, Logan. Both teams with their season on the line, trying to make it to that championship game tomorrow.
Anna Cockle in the game earlier today went 2 for 4, scored a run, and walked once. Facing a 1-1 count, Saxton over at first base. Fouls this one away.
And even in that first game today, as they took on Northern Colorado, it seemed like everything that Cockle put in play, whether she was safe or not, was really hard hit. Swinging the bat really well here, seeing the ball really well in Pocatello.
Yeah, somewhat of an understatement. 700s in this tournament. This is Montana's 5th game of the tournament. They beat Weber State, lost to Idaho State, beat Portland State, knocking them out. They knocked out Northern Colorado earlier today. Full count now on Cockle. Have a chance to knock out the Hornets. Have a chance to knock out 3 of the teams in the tournament. A chance to beat 4 separate teams in the tournament. As Cockle draws a walk. By playing Sacramento State, they have now played every single team in the Big Sky in consecutive games. Like that facts too?
I did like that. That was really good, Logan. I liked that. You always have good facts, good things to say.
I wish I could tell you how many times that's happened. But keys to the game brought to you by Jeremiah Johnson Brewing Taylor for Sac State, the home team in this one.
Yeah, for Sac State, it's just going to be really important for them to ride the pitching as far as it can take them. Sac State has one of the best pitching staffs in the Big Sky Conference. As a team, Sac State is most dangerous when their pitchers set the tone in the circle by commanding the strike zone, mixing speeds, and inducing weak contact, as we're getting a look at Leon here in her first appearance of the tournament, like you mentioned earlier. It's also going to be really important for them to come out strong as an offense. Setting the tone offensively will be huge for Sac State. It allows their pitchers to pitch a little bit more freely. Scoring first and scoring often will allow Sac State the opportunity to win the individual innings, which ultimately can add up to a win overall.
So first and second, no outs. Leon's still searching for her first out of the tournament. So this one's fouled away by Kaylee Mejia. Mejia against Sac State earlier in the season went 4 for 11, scored 4 times, had 3 RBIs and a walk. What are Montana's keys, Taylor, the Jeremiah Johnson keys to the game?
Yeah, and on the flip side, Montana going to be really similar to what we saw for their keys to the game against UNC, but keep riding the power surge. Their biggest weapon, again, has been their offense. We saw them last game scoring runs in multiple ways via the long ball and some productive hitting, so that's going to be really important. And then just continuing to get strong pitching and strong defense. We're going to see Audrey Elias, the freshman, get the ball today, so it's going to be really important for her to come out strong and the defense as well.
Fouled away. It's 0-2 now on Kaylee Mejia. Those are your Jeremiah Johnson keys to the game. First and second, standing on second base is Saxon, had an RBI single. Cockle at first, she reached via the walk. Mejia down in the count, 0-2. Pitch misses up for a ball. Count 1-2. Idaho State gets the day off today. Day of rest before the championship tomorrow. Winner of this game will have to take down Idaho State twice to advance the NCAA tournament. Ground ball, Leon stops it, throws to third for 1. Evers-Lyles to first. And they'll just get the lead runner.
What a play right there by Danielle Leon in the circle. Just gets a comebacker hit right at her and goes to get the lead runner. So instead of having second and third, 1 out, now it's first and second again with 1 out. So great heads up play by the pitcher.
JoJo Christian's now at the bat. She had a great game earlier. 3 for 5, a double, a single, and a home run. Drove in 2 and scored twice. And back here with runners on first and second with 1 out. First pitch strike from Danielle Leon.
Well, and I think going back to what you're saying, whoever wins this game is going to get another chance at Idaho State. I think either one of these teams would love to get another chance to play, as both of these teams have taken them on in the tournament already.
This one fouled away by Christians. We'll do it again. Well, actually, now it's 0-2, so we'll do it for the first time on 0-2. 2 runners on, all green versus all maroon here in game number 9. The Big Sky Tournament, the final game today and the final semifinal. Winner punches their ticket to the championship. Pop fly, gets down. This is going to be a single. Everyone's going to be safe. JoJo Christians continues her tear at the plate. They get 4 for 6 on the day.
Well, a good effort right here by Ava Medellin to try to track this ball down, and not a super solid piece of contact from Christians, but just finds enough turf out there. It'll move everybody up a base, and bases will be loaded to bring up Mackenzie Bukowski to the plate.
So Bukowski's turn and plate, first pitch. Out of play and foul. So 0-1 on Bukowski. Had a big RBI single in the previous game.
Yeah, huge RBI single.
Went just 1 for 9 against Sac State in the regular season series, where the Hornets took 2 out of 3 against the Grizz. That pitch misses. Now 1-0 on Bukowski. 3 seed Sacramento State, 4 seed Montana. 2 seed North Colorado went 1-2. Then 5 seed Weber State, 0-2. 6 seed Portland State, 0-2. 1 seed Idaho State, 2-0. They're in the championship. Montana has now played. It's game number 5. They'll play potentially 3 more games in Idaho State if they were to advance before that matchup. For Sac State, they're 2-1. They beat Portland State in the opening round took down North Colorado in a thriller, and then jumped out to 3 separate leads against Idaho State, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't even enough to play 7 innings. They got run ruled. Swing and a miss. Bukowski set down by Leon, and there were 2 outs in the inning.
Huge pitch right here from Danielle Leon in the circle for her first strikeout of the day. Just goes upstairs on Bukowski. She's unable to hold up, and that'll be out number 2 for the Hornets.
So Brianna Gutierrez at the plate now. Bases remain loaded, full of Grizz. Swinging on the first pitch and misses. Leon looking to stop the damage at just 1. I think she could live with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
One
especially in this
back
ballpark.
Could really open this one up early.
Yeah.
Sacramento State's offense, though, pretty remarkable.
Pretty explosive, pretty remarkable, and I think kind of what we saw in the first game today, I think it's just going to be, again, just punches thrown back and forth, a lot of offense, especially with it being nice out here in Pocatello, where we're at with the elevation, and I think it's just going to be another really great game.
Gutierrez had a triple in the game earlier today. Takes that pitch for a ball.
Tried to go back-to-back changeups there after getting her to swing and miss at the first one, just a little bit low, and good adjustment in the box by Gutierrez.
She did have a home run against Sac State in their series earlier this year in the regular season. Takes the ball there.
Oh, that's a great pitch right there by Danielle Leon, just missed.
Sacramento State looking to play at least one more game in the Big Sky as they'll be joining the Big West for all sports other than football starting next academic school year. Ground ball. Lyles dives, Mendoza comes up with it, throwing the dirt, and she is gone.
Man, what a play right there by Maddie
Number 3,
Mendoza.
that retires the side. But Montana jumps out to an early lead. RBI single scoring Grace Lopez. It's 1-0 Montana. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jam Bar right here on ESPN+.
What you put in determines what you get out. This is true for sports. You've got to be willing to do the hard work. There are no shortcuts. That also holds true for how you fuel your body. At Jam Bar, we take pride in only putting the cleanest whole foods in our organic energy bars. No fad diets, no false promises. Just healthy ingredients to power your performance. Jam Bar, the official energy bar of the Big Sky Conference.
1. Some say it's the loneliest number, but when 1 is a collection of many, 1 can stand for all. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, we've been your one local and trusted healthcare partner for 85 years. And through every journey, our one true focus has remained the same: to elevate the highest levels of preventive care and overall wellness, one member at a time. Always keeping you and the ones you love at the center of everything we do.
Pocatello. Is it a noun or a verb? Either way, let's Pocatello. You can do all this. Or this. Go to visitpocatello.com to get every minute out of your visit.
Welcome back to beautiful Pocatello, Idaho, home of Idaho State Bagels and home of the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships, presented to you by Jam Bar right here on ESPN+. Starting things off for Sacramento State is Saskia Robb. She'll be facing Audrey Elias. Elias on the season, 8.28 ERA, 3-6 win-loss record, 58 1/3 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts to 35 walks. She closed out North Colorado in the previous game. She'll be facing a potent lineup, starting with Saskia Robb, followed by Maddie Mendoza, Lafu, Malapei, Madison Evers-Lyles, Melissa George, Aaron Garcia, Haley Bustos, Ava Medellin, and Addie Buckley. Defensively for Montana, Elias will be throwing the ball to Grayson Graviette. Over at first base, Kaylee Mejia. Second base, Grace Lopez. Shortstop, Anna Kakio. Third base, Brianna Gutierrez. Left field, Jojo Christians. And center and right is Jessica Cherms and Mackenzie Bukowski. 2-1 now the count on Saskia. Rob, what do you see from Elias in the circle?
Yeah, Elias in the circle, as you said, we saw her close out game one. Gonna throw side to side with that screwball and that curveball. Has an effective changeup and likes to change eyes with the rise. So I would expect to see her just continue to pound the outside corner and then come in when she needs to, but really try to change eye level.
Called strike. She did go around, so it's 2-2 now on Saskia Robb. Early lead for the Grizz. Scored on the first 2 at-bats in the ball game. Double by Lopez, advanced to third on a pass ball, and scored on a Chloe Saxton single. Sac State will start their offense off with a hit of their own. Leadoff single for Saskia Robb.
And this is just a nice piece of hitting right there by Saskia Robb. Got herself into a 2-2 count, but takes that pitch on the outer half and just drives it right back up the middle. Doesn't try to do too much, and she'll pass the bat to Maddie Mendoza.
So Maddie Mendoza, couple home runs in this tournament.
Yeah, a lot of explosive power in her bat.
5 for 8, 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs, and the double. And like I said, 2 home runs plus a stolen base. Saskia Robb over at first. She's 13 for 15 on stolen base attempts. See if she'll be on the move during this at bat. First pitch from Elias. Misses for a ball.
Good pitch right there, but again, just I think going to be a little outside.
So 1-0 the count on Mendoza on the season, batting .359 and 1,000 OPS. 2-0 now on Mendoza. A transfer from University of Texas El Paso from that area to El Paso High School. Now finds herself in Sacramento playing for the Hornets.
I'd say she fits in quite nicely.
2-0 is a called strike. It's a 2-1 to the junior shortstop. Robb stands out first, hasn't been on the move yet. Great bunt by Mendoza, no throw from Graviette, and it's first and second, no outs to begin the ball game for the Hornets.
Man, what a great bunt right here by Maddie Mendoza. Just gets it perfectly off the end of the bat and deadens it, and Graviette hops out from behind the plate, but too much speed in Maddie Mendoza as it'll be runners on first and second, and with Lafu Malupei coming to the box.
Big Sky Player of the Year, Lafu Malupei in this tournament. Been held at bay. It's just 2 for 7, 2 runs scored. One of her hits, though, opposite field yesterday against Idaho State, part of back-to-back with Maddie Mendoza, gave an early 2-0 lead. They had a 3-2 lead after 1.5 innings when Bustos went deep in the top half of the second, before Kennedy Dudley tied things up in the bottom half. Sacramento State scored 4 runs in the top half of the third. ISU scored 2 more in the bottom half of the third, cut it down to 2. Casey Aganaga got a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth. ISU put up 7 runs in the fourth to take a 10-7 lead. Scored 4 more the next inning as Lafu first pitch. Cockhill over to first. Double play! 4-6-3.
I think before the pitch was thrown, I saw Trina Comerford stick out her hand. I think that was an illegal pitch.
Oh, man. The double play is going to be wiped away.
I didn't see what Elias did that caused an illegal
pitch from Elias, and the Hornets catch a massive break.
Oh, man.
Steph Ewing wants a word.
When I saw Trina Comerford stick her arm out right as the pitch was about to be delivered. So like I said, not sure what was seen in the circle, but like you said, this is a huge break for the Hornets early in this game.
They what looked like got the Big Sky Player of the Year to ground into a first pitch double play.
Will go down as a ball.
Go down as a ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
So it will remain first and second, no outs. Lafu Malupei now ahead of the count. So we'll see this pitch again.
She hit it hard, and I think
you see anything with that pitch?
Not with the pitch. I think it might have been something when she stepped on the rubber itself.
Did it engage?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure, like I said, what it was, but.
We'll see.
Nonetheless, we'll go down as a ball. Yeah,
So
1-0 count.
yeah.
That was the first pitch. So
Yeah, the way she's pointing at us, like it was almost was trying.
you're
That's
like,
not a strike.
strikes are in the right hand, and that was a ball.
So 1-0 the count on Lafu Malapei. No outs in the inning. Runners on first and second. Called strike.
Good response right there from Elias in the circle. Very easily could have been rattled by that illegal pitch, but instead comes back with a beautiful changeup for strike number 1.
We really haven't seen the arm of Graviette tested yet.
Yeah, really, we haven't.
Yeah, let's see if let's see a double steal in this tournament, or anyone even try to take third base. Obviously, very hard to accomplish. But
Yeah.
Saskia Rao, 13-15, very quick base runner. Maddie Mendoza, very quick over at first. So we'll see if there's any movement potentially on this 2-1 count off of Malapei, especially since Elias throws a lot of changeups.
A lot of
slow-moving
changeups.
changeups.
Oh, nice pitch right there. Must have just missed. It was up, a little up, I guess.
So 3-1, dangerous count to Lafu Malapei. Got a second chance after the illegal pitch thrown by Elias. Here it comes. That'll be a walk. So bases full, no outs to begin the bottom of the first. And Madison Evers-Lyles steps to the batter's box. The last batter you want to face with the bases loaded. She's 4 for 11 in this tournament, 4 runs scored, 5 RBIs, including 2 home runs. Both those came against Northern Colorado in the same game. So here we go, bases loaded, no outs. Elias, the freshman, taking on the sophomore, Madison Evers-Lyles. First pitch. Swung on and fouled away.
That ball was hit so hard it almost hit head coach Lori Perez in the third base coaching box.
So 0-1 the count.
Man, what a break for the Hornets right there. You go from having potentially a double play ball to a walk with the bases loaded and no outs recorded.
Look at how hard this one was hit.
Everything that comes off the bat of Madison Evers-Lyles is smoked, it feels like.
1-1 now to Evers-Lyles.
And you can really see that Elias in the circle is trying to work that off-speed pitch and try to keep these Hornet hitters guessing as they step into the box.
1-1. Fouls that one away. It's 1-2. Lori Perez, in her 13th season leading this program, trying to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2018. They're 3 wins away. Montana looking for their second ever tournament appearance. The only one lone appearance coming in 2017. Ground ball, Cockhill to home plate, gets the out at home. Great play by Anna Cockhill finding Graviette, and there's one gone.
When we've seen her just do this all tournament long, just Cockhill's so great defensively at shortstop for the Montana Grizz, and that's a big out to get, especially with the contact induced by Madison Evers-Lyles there, and that'll keep a run off the board.
So 1 down, Melissa George now at the plate. Bases remain loaded. George on the season batting .204 with a .669 OPS. First pitch taken down the middle for a strike. Elias is fired up. In the tournament, George is 3 for 7, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, an RBI and a hit by pitch. Jason Elias here in a big spot. Bottom 1, bases full. Both teams able to load all the bags in the first inning. This one almost gets away from Graviette. Great stop.
Yeah, really nice grab back there.
So it's a 1-1 count now on Melissa George. Elias closing out the previous game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. So 1-2 now. Elias would love a strikeout pitch here.
Yeah, no better time to get your first punch out of the game. I wonder if she's going to go back with that changeup because it's just been so effective. But we'll see what she comes with here.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Elias does get the strikeout. They're 2 gone.
And she does come back with the changeup here and just sells it beautifully, getting George swinging for her first strikeout of the day. Man, what a pitch.
Bases still loaded with 2 outs. And now
That's
the Grizz
beautiful.
can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now Erin Garcia steps up, batting .232 on the year, 529 OPS. First pitch to her is taken for a ball. In this tournament, Erin Garcia is yet to record a hit, 0 for 6, 2 runs scored, a walk, and 2 hit by pitches though. So 3 times she's been on the bases. Scored twice, but still starting with a big hit. 2-0. Be a good time to get your first hit of the tournament.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, a really good spot, especially in a 2-0 count here, and Elias has nowhere to put Garcia, so you gotta go right at her.
Here comes the 2-0. Hits her, and we're tied. Third time Erin Garcia's been hit by a pitch in this tournament, this time in the RBI variety.
That's probably the best feeling hit by pitch she's ever had, getting the run across the board.
So now Bustos will grab it back after a short meeting in the circle.
Yeah, you can see this pitch just gets away from Elias a little bit, and Garcia fired up after that hit by pitch, getting her team on the board.
So we're tied up 1 apiece. Bases remain loaded. Malapaya at third, Evers Lyles at second, and now Garcia at first. Haley Bustos, who's in for the injured
Shannon Garcia.
Shannon Garcia. Take that back here.
And she's already gone deep in the tournament once.
Went 2 for 3 yesterday. Home run
And a single.
and a single, yes.
Yeah, homered off of pitcher of the year and Marley Goluskin.
Yeah,
So,
knocked her out of the game.
yeah.
First pitch to Bustos. Taken for a ball. Elias trying to locate. Bustos batting .275, 743 OPS, but is struggling with runners in scoring position. Just one, it's a 118 average. 2-0.
Again, nice pitch on the corner, but I think just misses just a bit outside as Grayson Gravier was asking Trina Combe for where'd that miss.
2-0. There's a strike. So 2-1 now to Bustos. Bases remain full of Hornets. 2 gone, 1 scored. Tied 1 apiece here in the bottom half of the first. Bustos looking to take the lead for the Hornets. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's Bustos to swing and miss on that one. It's 2-2, 2 outs, bases full of Hornets. Elias find the 3rd out, loaded the bases with no outs, and a caught kill, cutting down Saskia Robb at home for out number 1. Then she got Melissa George to strike out for out number 2 before hitting Erin Garcia, who scored the first run of the game for the Hornets. Now has Bustos down 2-2 in the count.
One of your Audrey Elias here, and you can get out of this inning with just giving up the 1 run. I think that would be considered a win, as similar on the flip side with Sac State that we saw.
Two, 2 outs. Elias getting her sign. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Elias gets out of it. Just allows the 1 run. After 1 inning, we're tied 1 apiece. Grizz will look to regain the lead in the top half of the second. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jambar right here on ESPN+. That was a beautiful the semifinals. Winner heads to the championship. Loser eliminated. Leon first pitch, thrown to Grayson Graviette, fouled away to the left side. Taylor Truman-Comerford talked to us during the break about the illegal pitch. What'd you tell us?
Yeah, so when Audrey Elias stepped on the mound, you have to present the ball to the hitter, meaning you just have to take a pause, whether you're getting a sign or not. And unfortunately, she did not in that situation. Brought her hands together too quickly and delivered the pitch, and that is why it was called an illegal pitch.
Ended up benefiting the Hornets as Malapei. It would have been a double play, reached first base, loaded the bases up, but minimal damage, just one run scored. Both teams loading the bases in the top and bottom of the first. Both teams scoring just one run. 1-2 now to Grayson Graviette.
Yeah, so you can take your sign from behind the rubber or on the rubber, but if you take it from behind, you just have to step on and take a quick pause before, again, presenting the ball to the batter.
All right. The 1-2. Hit in the air. Evers Lyles wants it. She gets it for out number 1.
Okay, Leon coming back with a changeup of her own, as we saw some beautiful changeups from Elias in the bottom half of the inning, and here Leon with one of her own to get out number 1.
So with one down, that'll bring the plate Jessica Churms. She had a game to remember earlier.
Yeah, she did.
4 for 4, 3 singles, a triple. Now grabbing the bat here. The final game of the losers bracket. First pitch from Leon is a strike.
Another changeup going right at Churms. And Logan, I think what makes a changeup so effective at this level is, one, you have to sell it. You have to sell it like you're throwing harder stuff. And if you tip it or anything, it's going to be easier for the hitter to pick up. And I think the most effective changeups as well are the ones that kind of fall off the table.
Ground ball. Mendoza handles it. Tosses over to Melissa George over at first for out number 2.
So 2 quick outs here in the top of the second for Leon.
So 2 gone. That'll bring to the plate Grace Lopez. Top of the order for the Grizz as Churms is retired for the first time today. Lopez started things off with a double. Advanced on a pass ball and scored on a Chloe Saxton single.
Yeah, she absolutely smoked a ball down the left field line to open up this ball game.
So 1-0 the count, 2 outs, no one on base. Leon looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the second. But her offense tied things up the bottom half of the first. Beautiful pitch, called strike. It's now 1-1.
So back-to-back changeups from Leon there. First one missing, just down and out, and makes the adjustment here to get strike number 1.
1-1 pitch on the way. 2-1. Batters are just hitting 176 against Leon with 2 outs. Close. Not in the zone. It's 3-1. Hitters count to Lopez. These were her second hit of this ball game.
Yeah, in just the second inning here.
Second inning. 3-1. Lifted into left field. Malapei ranging back, can't come up with it. Extra bases for Grace Lopez. 2 doubles, 2 innings.
Great job by Grace Lopez here. Gets another changeup in a 3-1 count. Is not fooled. Smokes the ball to left field where Lefulu Malapei was playing. I actually thought off the bat it had a chance to get out, but we'll just go up against the wall, and she gets herself another double and into scoring position yet again for the Grizz.
Yeah, it looked like it should have been a fly out.
Yeah.
Malapei, kind of an awkward jump, didn't see the ball well off the bat, and it's now runner in scoring position for Chloe Saxton. Yet another opportunity for an RBI for the senior.
Yeah, came up huge in her last at bat with a hard ground ball hit in 5-6 hole for a single.
This one's gonna get down in right field. Here comes Lopez. Play at the plate. She is out. That'll end the inning. What a play.
Wow.
Oh, they're gonna call obstruction. So the run will score. It is an RBI single for Chloe Saxton.
Wow.
An obstruction call on the catcher, Haley Bustos. Lori Perez wants to work with Trina Comerford. Dead to rights at home plate.
Yeah.
We'll look at a replay here.
Man, what a swing of the bat from Chloe Saxton.
Dumps one into right field, and a great throw
From Addie Buckley.
Addie Buckley.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah, she's blocking the plate.
She's blocking the plate.
So that is an obstruction.
So if Haley Bustos were to have stood in front of the plate at the beginning, and if the ball takes her into the running lane, then it's okay. But because she was in the running lane of Grace Lopez with no ball, that's why obstruction was called from home plate umpire Trina Comerford.
So the score now 2-1. Chloe Saxton, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. 2 hits, 2 doubles for Grace Lopez, and now 2 runs. The lone 2 RBIs by Saxton, the lone 2 runs scored by Lopez as the Grizz jump out in front again.
And some more 2-out hitting from Montana.
Yeah, Montana's been great with 2 outs.
So the run will score, and Saxton will be at first base. Yeah, you just see Grace Lopez unfortunately had nowhere to go.
So 2 outs. Saxton stands at first. Hannah Cockhill stands in the box, walks her first time around. First pitch from Leone. In there for a strike.
So what looked like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning results in a couple of hits and a run for Montana here.
Ground ball, Mendoza takes it to second for out number 3. But the Grizz retake the lead. RBI single by Chloe Saxton. And it's now 2-1. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jambar right here on ESPN+. The campus of Idaho State here at Miller Ranch Stadium, home of Direct Communications Field, and the Idaho State softball team, hosts of the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships, presented to you by Jambar. Ava Medellin leads things off. Hornets now down a run once again here in the second. Time called by Draviette. It'll be Medellin, Buckley in the top of the order, and Robb due up for the Hornets here in the second. First pitch, Medellin. Outside for a ball.
So Sac State going to look to respond here after Montana puts another run on the board in the top of the second.
So 1-0 the count. Elias once again has the lead. It's 2-1. Shows bunt, pulls back, pitch misses, and it's 2-0. Medellin, the lone freshman in the lineup for the Hornets. Batting 159 this year, 460 OPS. The 2-0 pitch. Off the plate, and it's now 3-0. Elias in danger of walking the leadoff batter of the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Medellin earlier in the tournament made a really great diving play at second base.
Call another illegal pitch?
I'm not sure. She didn't stick her hand out, but it's 3-0 regardless.
Yeah. 3-0 pitch. 4-pitch walk to begin the inning for the Hornets. Elias confused on the call. Looked to be down and inside.
A lot of really close pitches in this game so far. And we're only in the second inning.
So we'll look at it again.
Look at it here. Oh, yeah. Definitely low
it's
inside.
Definitely low inside.
Good job by Graviette, though, to frame it up back there.
So Addie Buckley comes to the plate. Buckley yesterday has Medellin's on the run, and she's going to get in there at second base. That is Medellin's 6th stolen base of the year.
Addie Buckley had a really good day at the plate yesterday.
2 for 3, scored a run, had an RBI.
Didn't start the first game of the tournament for Sac State, but came in as a pinch runner.
That was a ball, okay.
Yeah. I was trying to see if she pulled
Great
back.
slide.
Yeah, it was.
1-0. 6 straight. Oh, never mind. There's a strike. That's the one Elias wanted earlier. Just a little bit higher. So 1-1. Runner in scoring position, no outs for the Hornets, trying to even things up once again in the bottom half of the second.
Really good opportunity here for Addie Buckley to try to get things going.
1-1, tries to get a bunt down, fouls it away. So 1-2 now to Addie Buckley. Medellin's standing on second base. Top of the order on deck in the form of Saskia Robb. Winner plays Idaho State tomorrow in the Big Sky Tournament Championship game. Also presented by Jam Bar. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Elias is fired up. There's out number 1.
That's a huge strikeout right there for Audrey Elias in the circle, especially with Medellin over there at second base with no outs, and she comes up huge for her 3rd strikeout of the day.
So Saskia Robb, took me 4 Sacramento State games to realize her walk-up song is Too Much Sauce. Saskia Robb.
That's awesome.
Batting .342 on the year, .883 OPS. Is 1 for 1 with a single in this game. First pitch, a called strike from Audrey Elias. We'll see how long Elias pitched in this game. Montana bullpen's been ravaged throughout this tournament.
Yeah.
Sweets started 4 consecutive games. Kong threw about 6 innings in the game before this one. Also pitched 2 innings the day 2 days ago. So 8 innings pitched. Ortega has
She
Ortega
threw against
pitched?
Idaho
Yeah,
State.
she did.
For 2 innings, I think, or an inning in.
There's a called strike. So 1-2 on Saskia Robb.
Some availability, but like you said, if Audrey Elias can give the Montana Grizz a good outing right here, I think that's going to really help them tremendously. Probably one of the freshest arms on that staff right now.
1-2. 2-2.
I'd be curious to see if Elias goes back to that changeup with Saskia Robb up here. I don't think she's really shown it to her in her at bat. We've gotten a couple of these Hornet hitters swinging at it.
2-2, 1 out. Medellin stands at second. Walk and a stolen base got her there. The 2-2. Just misses, and the count's now full.
You can see Saskia Robb's kind of smiling at that one a little bit. She knew it was close.
And that one was right there. So full count, 1 out. Runner on second. Elias looking for a punch out. Here it comes. Walks Robb. So runners on first, second, 1 out. Now the dangerous Maddie Mendoza steps to the plate. Time called by Graviette.
Yeah, Maddie Mendoza, her first at bat today, laid down a nice little bumper base hit. So we saw her use the long ball a couple times, but here that pitch just down. Good take by Saskia Robb. Pretty easy take on that one compared to the one that she saw before that.
So we runners on first and second, 1 out for Maddie Mendoza. Mendoza singled her last at bat. She is now 6 for 9 in the Big Sky tournament, batting .667. On the regular season, she's batting .359 and 1,000 OPS. Made some great plays at shortstop throughout this tournament and season. Former Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year for UTEP.
Yeah, co-top newcomer of the year. The other one being Kara Sweet, who we've talked about for Montana. It'll be interesting to see when they move into the Big West if she'll be able to get something in her third different conference.
Yeah, right. 3 different conferences.
Yeah.
2 teams. First pitch swinging.
Change up.
Misses. It's 0-1.
Yeah, because Defensive Player of the Year. What conference is UTEP in?
Conference USA.
Conference USA.
They're joining the Mountain West next year.
Are they? Yeah. Look at that.
0-1. Slow roll or foul. So 0-2 on Mendoza. 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. Hornets looking to tie things up. 1 run by Montana in the first, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the bottom of the first for Sacramento State. 2 hits for the Hornets, 5 for the Grizz.
On the ball to the outfield here with the speed of Ava Medellin at second base, should have a good chance to score.
Sacramento, or the Grizz fans not like that call.
Yeah,
it's now 1-2.
another
Elias
close
laughing in the circle. Not a fan of that pitch. Call.
Yeah.
She liked the pitch.
Yeah.
The 1-2. 2-2.
Yeah, there's been some really close pitches in this ball game, and I think we've kind of seen it throughout the tournament. Just a lot of really nice pitches on the corners of the plate, but not being called for strikes.
The 2-2. Counts now full on Mendoza. Medellin on second. She reached via walk, stole second base. Saskia Robb walked on a full count. Now it's a full count on Maddie Mendoza. 1 down in the inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again.
So after falling quickly 0-2, Maddie Mendoza able to work herself back into this 3-2 count.
Elias pitched with the bases loaded, no outs last inning. She got out of it. Now with runners first, second, 1 out, full count. Spoiled away by Mendoza.
Get out. I'd love to see her go back to that changeup.
Right. I have a feeling we'll see it this pitch.
Especially because she got her to swing and two of them. The third one she tried to throw her just a bit outside. I think she tried to be a little too fine with it.
We'll see if we get that changeup right here. Pitch.
Does not go with the changeup.
It's ball 4. So Elias has walked, the bases loaded, and now has to face Lafu Malapei with the bases loaded. The Big Sky Player of the Year, the senior, with an invitation to the American Samoa National Team Camp.
Good opportunity right here for the senior left fielder.
Misplayed a ball in the top half of the inning by Lopez. She came around and scored to give them the 2-1 lead for the Grizz. And now, Malapei has a chance to make up for it right here. First pitch. Taken to right field. That'll score 1. Here comes Robb. And the Hornets have taken the lead off a first pitch. RBI single by Lafu Malapei.
What a great swing of the bat right here from Lafu Malapei. Just jumps on the first pitch that she sees from Audrey Elias and smokes it down the, or I guess not down the right field line, but towards the first base side, and just crushes it. Score 2 runs as that's going to prompt a pitching change.
Ortega looks to be entering the game. More about her after the break. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jambar right here on ESPN+. First pitch from Cameron Ortega gets away. Here comes Mendoza, and it's 4-2 Hornets. And now Malapei on her way to third. She is out. That'll be out number 2. So an exciting first pitch for Cameron Ortega. Lloyd Perez on the third base umpire. She might want to challenge.
That was a very action-packed first pitch.
We'll see if there is one.
So Mendoza's going to
And she will challenge. So we'll challenge the out call at third base with currently 2 gone. Well, that gives me a moment to talk about Cameron Ortega.
Yeah, there we go.
Batting .640, or not batting. ERA is .640 on the year. 4.9 win-loss records. Her 26th appearance, 81 innings pitched, and 43 strikeouts to 29 walks. So we'll make sure we know what we're challenging. And they are challenging what we thought. The out call at third base. So, see if we have some angles of it ourselves.
Yeah.
Official review underway. We saw no challenges in the first day.
Yeah, none.
And since then, we've seen about 2 a game. I guess the longer you get, the further you get in the tournament, the more every play becomes crucial, especially in an elimination game like this.
Absolutely.
No matter what Mendoza did score, the score is now 4-2. So Ewing going to go talk to the third base umpire. Winner plays Idaho State tomorrow in the championship game. They'll have to win twice to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. I was looking a little bit at bracketology. It's all over the place. There's really not a single definitive, like in years prior. Remember when we did 2024, Stillwater was constantly shown for Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
They went to Stillwater. Last year was constantly showed Eugene for any of the Big Sky teams.
Yep.
They went to Eugene. This year I've seen Baton Rouge. I've seen Starkville. I've seen if Stanford hosts, Stanford. Palo Alto.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of all over the place.
Yeah. If you'd think Eugene also, but Idaho State, who's usually been the team projected due to the number 1 and winning the regular season conference, they've played in Eugene this year against Oregon. The NCAA does like to keep schools from playing each other twice in a season.
Oh, that makes sense.
What I'd assume Eugene would be the closest to most of these schools.
That's what I was
thinking. At least the 3
too.
schools remaining: Sacramento State, Montana, and Idaho State. If Stanford hosts, I could see Stanford.
Oh yeah.
But Baton Rouge would be interesting. Baton Rouge would be interesting.
Yeah.
As here's the call from Trina Comerford. or never mind, third base umpire Davis Nixick. So it is confirmed. There are 2 gone. Base is now empty for Cameron Ortega. She threw 1 pitch, a ball. So 1-0 the count on Madison Evers-Lyles. The score now 4-2 Sacramento State.
Well, that was very action-packed.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, Logan, Cameron Ortega going to come into the circle, going to give a very similar look as Audrey Elias with that screw and curve. Likes to throw a little bit more of that rise ball, 62% swing rate on the rise ball, so she can get it into the eyes of these Sacramento State hitters. I think she can see a lot of success and try to get them to hit underneath the ball.
Evers-Lyles asking Comerford a question.
Yeah, she's saying the first pitch was a ball.
It was.
Yep, it was.
Scoreboard is just wrong here at Miller Ranch.
1-1 is the count.
So 1-1, 2 gone. Here in the bottom of the second, Madison Evers-Lyles batting with the bases empty against a new pitcher, Cameron Ortega. Sends this one deep into right field. Bukowski under it, makes the catch for out number 3. But 3 more Hornets cross home plate. The score now, Montana 2, Sacramento State 4. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jam Bar here in Pocatello, Idaho. Presented by or on ESPN+.
Boise. That quaint, waiting to be discovered, best-kept secret city, right? Nah, not to brag. Who are we kidding? Totally bragging. There's more to see, do, and share here than cities twice its size. It's a walkable, talkable, eat, drink, and danceable, boastable, postable, shop till you droppable city. You don't just visit Boise, you live it. See for yourself. Visit Boise. Now.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West. Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
Wow, $1 million.
Yeah.
Whoa. Itchery.
Didn't touch it. I was just using it as a drink tray.
Sir, I'm obligated to inform you that I have a yellow belt to the art of karate.
Yellow. What's your signature move? The fist of mild discomfort?
Try again.
The flinching dragon.
That's not a fake.
The flying side-eye?
We're getting warmer.
Top of the 3rd inning. Hornets now have the lead. It's 4-2. It'll be 4-5-6 due up for the Grizz here in the top of the 3rd inning. Kaylee Mejia to start things off. First pitch, called strike. It'll be Mejia, Christians, and then Bukowski due up. And then we're able to reach will be Brianna Gutierrez. So 0-1 on Kaylee Mejia.
Looking to see if Montana's going to be able to respond, as the teams respond every inning since the other team has scored. So
haven't gone half inning without a run,
which is almost what we saw in the last game, minus the first top of the first.
3 innings, Sacramento State, Idaho State, we saw that. Actually, was it 4? No. First 0 was the top of the 4th.
Yeah, first 0 was top of the 4th.
And bottom of the 4th, we saw 7 runs.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Idaho State scored in every inning. Up the middle, Mejia starts things off for the Grizz with a single. And they're in business as we start the top of the 3rd inning. Now it's JoJo Christian's turn with the bat.
Yeah, nice job by Kaylee Mejia here, just hitting the ball right back up the middle, hitting it hard, getting herself over to first base for a leadoff base runner here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Grizzlies.
It's now first. A runner on first for JoJo Christians, who's 1 for 1 in this game with a single. 4 hits overall on the day, 4 for 6, including the game earlier today. First pitch from Danielle Leone. Inside, almost hits her. Will be a ball. So 1-0 to JoJo Christians.
Yeah, JoJo Christians, her last at bat, hit a ball just out of the reach of Ava Medellin over there at second base.
The 1-0. Deep right field. Under it is Buckley for out number 1. Man, I felt like every ball we saw in the outfield before this game has been. This might be the longest we've gone without a home run all tournament.
Yeah. And we're only in the top of the 3rd.
I do think I'm right, though.
I think you are.
Actually, I think it's been a home run in almost every first inning.
It feels like it.
I don't think we've seen a scoreless first by both teams.
Not by both teams, I don't think.
Or no, then Montana and Idaho State, they might have gone.
I can get the info for you.
Base hit by Bukowski. There'll be runners on first and second here with 1 out.
Yep, the first and only scoreless first inning, I believe, is Idaho State, Montana.
We're in game 9.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's been 40 total home runs in this tournament presented by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. A Big Sky tournament record. It's been broken now 3 years in a row.
Let's go. Probably will break it again next year when they host again.
Yeah, right. This is a gift as George makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Gutierrez first pitch swinging, and like you said, a gift for the Hornet defense as George is able to easily secure that pop-up for out number 2.
2 gone, and on Grayson Graviette will ground the bat with runners on first and second. Timed run of Bukowski on first. Mejia stands at second. Leading run is Graviette. She'll be at the plate. So here we go. Leon looking for the first scoreless half inning of this ball game. Sac State just likes to play in these fun ones.
Yeah, right. Always keeping it interesting.
Solid strike.
I kind of feel bad for him.
Against Northern Colorado. Unbelievable game with Idaho State until really the last 2 minutes. Then kind of got out of control. And then this game has the early makings of a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Graviette rolls over and fouls it away.
Well, I was going to say, I feel bad for head coach Lori Perez. Her heart has got to be, I'm sure all the coaching staff there, their heart's just got to be pumping.
She said she's excited not to, I was like, are you planning on scheduling any of these Big Sky teams next year? And she's like, we're not going to play in Pocatello. This popped up. Leon's going to catch it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first scoreless half inning of the game. Sac State remains in the lead as 4-2. We'll head to the break. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championship Tournament, brought to you by Jambar right here on ESPN+. Trivia. Home of the Idaho State Bengals, Miller Ranch Ballpark and Direct Communications Field, but ESPN is now the home of MLB.TV. Stream all out-of-market games live or on demand, all in one place. A lot of good stuff going on today. Getaway day for the MLB, college softball tournaments galore.
Absolutely.
All over the place. There's been some good games.
Yeah, all over the country.
I'm sure there's, how many games do you think are going on right now at 4:30 on a
Oh gosh, it's got to be at least 6.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Oh, I'm way off.
16 games currently on the ESPN app right now for softball.
Way off.
First pitch to George. Bukowski takes a step back, makes the catch for out number 1.
I was going to say 7, but I felt like that was too much. I should have known better.
Purdue beating Wisconsin. Mountain West tournament underway with Fresno State, New Mexico. Mexico's first time ever making the Mountain West tournament.
Let's go. Let's go.
What else we got? North Carolina beating Clemson in the fourth. Ole Miss beating Tennessee in the bottom of the fifth.
Oh, that's a good one.
Called strike on Aaron Garcia. That's another score.
What's the score?
UC Davis beat Long Beach State 4-1.
Let's go.
Arkansas beat Mississippi State. Louisville came back and beat NC State.
Oh, wow.
0-1 to Aaron Garcia. Misses up for a ball. Georgia Tech beat Notre Dame in 5. Washington beat Minnesota. We called the main game earlier this year.
We
They
did.
lost to Binghamton, the American East. Pop fly and out of room, foul territory. Let's see here. Michigan dominated Ohio State 9-0. That's kind of shocking.
Oh, wow.
Ohio State looked pretty good.
Oh, and they can swing it, too.
Another team we called, Southern Utah, lost 2-3. I think maybe you just don't want us to call your games for here.
Sounds like we're not very lucky.
2-2. Yeah, Maine, Southern Utah. Was that the only neutral game we called before the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the only teams.
Yeah, there were the only two.
Games.
Yeah, last year we had quite a few. We had Washington, Utah,
Boise State.
Montana.
Montana.
Part of that as well. Part of the first ever Orange and Black Classic presented by Direct Communications.
Inaugural.
2-2 on
That's a
Aaron
good
Garcia.
word. Inaugural.
All right, we're losing the ship here. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Count's now full on Aaron Garcia.
Good job here by Aaron Garcia, really, to work the count.
So full count on Garcia. Hit by the pitcher last time up. 1 gone in the inning. Cameron Ortega came in relief of Elias last inning. Main's out there. In center field, making the catch is Jessica Cherms for out number 2.
So Cameron Ortega here looking to have a 0 up on the scoreboard of her own. As we get going in this third inning, bottom of the third inning.
We're seeing a lot of pitching, good pitching now.
Yeah.
They had to get all the hitting out of their system in the first 2 innings, I guess.
I guess so.
Billy Bustos up, 2 gone.
Well, I feel like usually it's the opposite. Usually you see like some pretty shut down in the beginning and then you just see an offensive explosion,
Right. Both pitchers settling in. Ortega and Leone. 4-2 the score here in the bottom of the third. 7 hits for Montana, just 2 runs to show for it. 3 hits for Sacramento State, but 4 runs to show for that. No errors for either team as we're 2 outs into the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Sac State last inning able to capitalize on the 3 free passes.
And wild
all of them,
pitch.
yeah, and the wild pitch all came around to score.
1-1. Stopped by Ortega, but it's off her glove. And Lopez still makes the play. So 1-2-3 inning. First 1-2-3 into the ball game. That ends the third. Score, Sacramento State 4, Montana 2. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships on ESPN Plus, presented by Jam Bar.
As the sun rises over the Rocky Mountains on a new era, we stand on a foundation etched in stone. Built on the backs of legends, All-Americans, and national champions, we've made our mark not only in the West, but across the nation and the globe. Through perseverance and commitment to a world-class student-athlete experience, we've set ourselves apart from our peers as an untraveled road lies ahead. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
Top of the 4th inning, 9-1-2 due up for Montana Grizzlies. So they're down 2.
Oh, right off the knob of her bat.
Sounded like it.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did.
Let's look at a replay here.
That's one of those pitches where you just turn into it, just trying to get your timing, and unfortunately, yep, just straight on the knob.
Yeah,
when you think about it, having to hit it on the knob of your bat is pretty kind of crazy.
Line drive right at Medellin for out number 1.
You have to hit it perfectly on the knob of your bat.
We saw an uncharacteristically high amount of knobs.
Yes, we did.
Foul balls
we
on,
did.
Like the first 6 games
yes,
of the season.
It was crazy. That's a good piece of hitting right there by Jessica Churns. Just unfortunately hits it right into the glove of Ava Medellin.
So 1 gone, Grace Lopez at the plate. 2 doubles and as many at-bats and 2 runs. The lone 2 runs the Grizzlies have on the scoreboard. First pitch strike to Lopez. 1 gone in the inning. Leon settling in the circle. Looking for her first 1-2-3 inning. Had a scoreless inning in the 3rd. Montana's 2nd game today defeated Northern Colorado 11-7 to set up this matchup in the semifinals. Winner heads to the championship tomorrow against Idaho State. 1-1. 2-1.
Oh, another nice pitch on the outer part of the plate, but just a bit outside.
Montana first, or now every single team in the Big Sky during this tournament.
That's also crazy.
Yeah, beat Weaver, lost to Idaho State, knocked out Portland State, knocked out Northern Colorado, and now trying to knock out Sac State. They could potentially knock out 3 teams in the Big Sky tournament as well.
Yeah.
So 3-1 count to Grace Lopez. Here's the pitch. That'll be a walk. So Grace Lopez reaches first base, and the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Chloe Saxton, who has both RBIs for the Grizz in this matchup.
Well, a good job right here by Chloe Saxton, just knowing the strike zone and not trying to do too much and swinging outside of her abilities. And right here just takes a pitch up for ball 4. I'll get her over to first base.
1 on, 1 out. First pitch from Leon to Chloe Saxton. Swung on in the dirt for a strike.
Man, what a good pitch right there by Leon. Great response. After walking Lopez.
Grace Lopez, 11 for 13 on stolen bases. We'll see if they put her on the move during this at bat. I'll even count 1-1. Leon have yet to retire Lopez or Saxton during this game.
Yeah, they have been just a great 1-2 punch at the top of the lineup.
1 foul away. It's now 1-2 the count on the senior designated player. In her 44th start of the season, or 45th start of the season rather. 50th game played. Staying alive. On deck is Annie Cockhill here with 1 gone. Cockhill's left the ballpark 3 times, all in the first game for Montana. Now playing in their 5th game of the tournament. 3-1 so far. Swing and a miss. Leon gets Saxton to chase upstairs for out number 2.
So after showing her a couple of off-speed pitches down in the zone off the plate, Leon here goes back with that rise ball and just such tight spin, which gives it such good break. Gets Chloe Saxton, swinging for out number 2.
Anna Cockhill's turn. Walk in the fielder's choice in this ball game. Down 2, she represents the tying run here in the top of the 4th. Lopez stands on first, yet to attempt to take second base. Cockhill on the plate, I wouldn't expect her to be moving. This one gets away. She looks at second base either way. So Grace Lopez in scoring position. Second time she's reached second via the pass ball. So 1-1 on Anna Cockhill. 2 outs, runner at second.
And like you said, she gets herself over into scoring position with really not having to do too much.
No. This one fouled away. 1-2.
Well, you know what's really interesting is throughout the tournament thus far, we haven't really seen pass balls and wild pitches be a huge problem.
No, and today we've seen plenty.
Yeah, today we've seen plenty of them.
To be fair, Montana's on their backup catcher.
Yeah.
And so is Sacramento State.
Mm-hmm.
But their starting catcher is not in this game. Shannon Garcia for Sac State. Madison Tarrant for Montana. Cockhill puts one in the center. Robb makes the play, and that will retire the side. It's another scoreless inning for Danielle Leone and the Hornets. They'll try to extend their lead in the bottom half of the fourth. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Championships on ESPN Plus, presented by Jambar. Cameron Ortega leading things off. This one's fouled away. So 0-1 Ava Medellin. She walked her lone appearance, plate appearance, I should say, in the second inning.
On 4 straight pitches, too.
0-1. Swinging at that one. They'll stay fair. Medellin looking for extra bases. Slides into second with a leadoff double to kick things off here in the top of the fourth.
Well, that's one way to get things going here in the top of the fourth inning. Just hits the ball right down the line and gets it past Gutierrez and gets herself a double over in scoring position. Just playing off the line a little bit, and Gutierrez, I think they were kind of trying to play her to pull or to go the other way a little bit more and just sneaks it right by her.
So Addie Buckley at the plate, first pitch. Swings through that one and misses. She struck out her last time at the plate. So Ava Medellin stands at second. She scored once in this ball game. Buckley shows bunt, gets it, or makes contact, I should say, but it fouls it back. So quickly 0-2 on Addie Buckley, the sophomore right fielder, batting from the left side of the plate, batting .280 on the year, 625 OPS. Yet to have an extra base hit this year. Mainly a slapper.
Yeah, no better time than to get your first one and then in the tournament.
Even a lot of slappers, like, going down the line, get a double, triple.
Yeah. Well, she got a big, wide open spot out in right field, and because I guarantee you they're trying to pitch her outside and get her to feed into the defense over on the left side. But if she could get around a ball, be a triple for sure, especially with her speed.
It could be inside the park.
Yeah.
Put it over the shift. It's going to be a single for Addie Buckley. It's first and third, no outs. Start things here in the fourth inning.
I mean, they could put the shift on you, but as long as you beat the shift, I mean, I guess you're doing your job as she gets a...
Put it right over.
Yeah, right over. Sometimes you just got to place it, and you see here just Nice little swing down the line. Gets it right on the line,
right
actually.
on the line, in the infield,
Yeah.
in the air.
It'll move Medellin over to third base, and Addie Buckley picking up her first hit of the day.
Surgical hit.
Exactly. So we'll see if she'll be put in motion here, too.
Yeah, first and third, Saskia Robb at the plate. Buckley is 2 for 4 on stolen base attempts. It is a first and third no-out situation, though.
I always wished I was a slapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not fast. So that wouldn't have worked too well for
I
me.
want there to be a college softball video game, just
Yeah.
so I can, like,
You could be a
simulate that.
slapper.
Or
Yeah.
just, you know, never got the joy of playing softball. So.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's what we need to get next.
Yeah, we got to get college softball video game. First pitch, Saskia Robb. Lifted in the air, foul territory. I guess that's a foul ball. Our camera and I did not catch that one. I mean, you wouldn't want to catch it if you were Montana, as Medellin would have just easily scored.
Easily scored.
So 0-1 to Saskia Robb.
Still got the shift on.
On the move is Buckley. She'll take second base with no throw.
She gets herself over in a scoring position.
So 2 runners in scoring position for Saskia Robb. She faces a 1-1 count.
Yeah, another
1 for 1 for a single and a walk.
Another big open spot in right field.
Make it 2-1 now to Robb.
No outs on the inning either.
No outs yet. Ortega looking for the first out. It's Robb. Another foul ball to the left side. Once be a 2-2 count now on her.
I think if you're Sac State in this situation, again, we've seen how explosive Montana's offense can be, especially when they string together a couple hits, a couple free passes, and then a couple balls that leave the yard. So you just got to continue to try to score runs.
2-2 misses. Now full count on Robb. Cameron Ortega came in this game in the second inning through a scoreless 1-2-3 third inning. Now facing some pressure in the fourth. 2 runners on, no outs, full count pitch. 3 foul balls to the same location for Saskia Robb.
Yeah, fights off another pitch.
Addie Buckley at second. She reached via the single. Medellin at third. Another foul ball.
Did that hit the press box?
I don't know what that hit.
It was loud.
Yeah, it hit the top of the press box.
Oh, hope everybody's okay in there.
Yeah, probably an earthquake.
Yeah, right.
So full count, we'll do it again. Here it comes from Ortega. In the dirt, Saskia Robb. It's her second walk of the afternoon. The bases are now loaded for Maddie Mendoza. No outs. Second time Montana's been in this situation in this game. They're able to salvage the first inning with the bases loaded, no outs, by just allowing 1 run.
But Maddie Mendoza, one of the hottest batters in this tournament right now. And
Yeah, 1 for 1 in this game.
yeah, with a walk, good opportunity for her here.
On to face Lofty Malapei after her. Then Madison Evers-Lyles.
Yeah, this is
Part of
really
the
the
order.
dangerous part of the order for Sac State.
The 1-0. Foul. We've gone 3.5 innings without a home run.
That is got to be a record.
For this tournament, easily.
Maybe even all time.
There's no wind. It's not the wind that's
No.
pushing it in. It's beautiful right now. It's
I think the pitchers have done a good
64
job.
degrees.
Yeah, not bad.
Put into right field. Bukowski makes the catch, tagging his Medellin. She'll score. It's now 5-2.
So Maddie Mendoza, does her job and drives the ball to right field, able to easily score Medellin and give Sac State another run to add to their lead. Buckley will stay at second and Robb will stay at first.
So 2 runners on for Lafu Malapei, Big Sky Player of the Year. First pitch from Ortega. Off the plate.
On her last at bat, she just hit a rocket right past Kaylee Mejia at first base, scoring. I think she scored Medellin last time, and Rob.
Yep. There's a called strike. You just count 1-1.
I was going to say, to your point of not having a home run hit in these innings, I think the pitchers have done a good job of adjusting with mixing speeds and spinning the ball a little bit better, so it's been harder for the hitters to get that solid contact.
I tend to agree with you there.
You just got to miss the barrel by a little bit, Logan, and
right.
you're in business.
1-1. 2-1. Yeah, never thought I'd say it, but I kind of miss him. I was kind of getting a little sick of him yesterday.
I kind of like how much the place buzzes after a home run's hit.
2-1. 3-1. On decks, Madison Evers-Lyles. She has 2 home runs in this tournament.
I think after the tournament's over, you're going to have Jam Bar and all those
Jam Bar and home run calls rattling through my mind. It's all I fall asleep to the last couple days.
Yeah.
3-1. It's a walk. The bases are once again loaded, this time for Madison Evers-Lyles.
It's a good job here by Malapei, just seeing some pitches, and on 5 pitches, it'll be a walk.
Steph Ewing wants to talk to her pitcher in infield.
Yeah, I think this is one of those situations. I mean, you have Madison Evers-Lyles coming up to the plate, but I think with Lafu Malapei, it was one of those situations where if she was going to get herself out by swinging out of the zone, they were going to do that, but they didn't want to give up too much of the plate, and she did a good job of staying disciplined in her at bat.
Right. Bases full for Evers-Lyles. Montana's yet to be able to retire any of Rob, Malapei. We got Mendoza for the first time via the sac fly. Evers-Lyles, though, they've gotten out twice. Fielder's choice and a fly out, which sounds great, but she's due now. And she's
had some hard contact, too.
Had a fielder's choice with the bases loaded in the first inning. So big spot for Evers-Lyles, 3-run advantage for the Hornets. She could break this one wide open on one swing.
Yeah. She was the first batter that Cameron Ortega saw when she came into this ball game.
So Ortega's now faced the entirety of the Hornet lineup.
And she flew out to right field and Mackenzie Bukowski, but she still got a good piece of that ball out there.
1-0. Fouled away by Evers-Lyles. So even 1-1. A lot of speed on the base paths with Rob at second, Buckley at third. Malapei has decent speed. She stands at first. Single walks how those 3 got on the bases. Hits her.
Clipped her.
So hit by pitch. RBI. And another run on the board. It's now 6-2.
Yeah, it just comes a little bit too far inside there, and it just clips Madison Evers-Lyles, as I think head coach Steph Ewing's going to go out and talk to home plate umpire Trina Comer.
I did hear a sound.
I heard it too.
Yeah, it looks like the jersey.
Yeah.
Maybe a button. Actually, there's no buttons on the jerseys, are there?
Maybe at the top. Oh, yeah, there's 2.
On the top.
At the top.
That was a little lower. I don't know. Hit something. I definitely heard a noise.
I heard it too.
So no challenge. Nothing going there. So bases remain loaded this time for Melissa George. Ortega calls time.
Well, a good opportunity here for George, especially with still just 1 out in the inning via the sac fly.
Caught by Cockhill for out number 2.
Man, that ball was hit on a line right at Anna Cockhill, but able just to make a nice little grab over there. Almost doubled Malapei off at second base, but does a good job of getting back. So 2 outs here on the board for Montana.
And 2 gone for Erin Garcia. That one just misses. 1-0 on Aaron Garcia.
Was hit by a pitch in her
she had an
first
RBI
at bat.
hit by
Yeah,
pitch.
RBI hit by pitch. That's 2 now in this game.
Yeah, something you not want to hear if you're a pitching coach.
Yeah, no.
1-1 now on Aaron Garcia, or if you're a Montana fan.
Yes, yes. If you're a Sac State fan, you're all for it.
So 1-1 on Aaron Garcia. Hit by pitch and flew out in her 2 plate appearances. Here's the pitch from Ortega. Fouled away. 6-2 now the score. Hornets extending their lead, doubling their lead now. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Montana 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Into center field, caught by Cherms for out number 3. But 2 more Hornets cross home plate, the score now. Montana 2, Sacramento State 6. Grizz look to respond to the top half of the 5th. You're watching Big Sky Championship Tournament Softball on ESPN+. The bat, she'll lead things off for the Grizz, down 4. Danielle Leone out for her 5th inning of work. First pitch in the dirt for a ball.
Mejia in her last at bat just laced a ball right up the middle to get herself a single to lead off the 3rd inning for the Grizz. I'm sure she'd love to do that again here and get her Grizzly teammates up to the plate.
2-0. It'll be Mejia and Christians and Bukowski due up for the Grizz here in the 5th. So 2-0 on Kaylee Mejia. Here's the pitch from Leone.
Oh, good
3-0.
pitch. Little inside there.
See if Montana get a leadoff base runner here. Pitch. Called strike.
I love when a pitcher throws a 3-0 changeup. You're not expecting it as a hitter, and I just love it.
3-1, laced into center, but right to Saskia Robb for out number 1.
So it goes back-to-back changeups there, and Mejia able to sit on it, but just hits it right at Saskia Robb, who takes a step back and will secure that for out number 1.
So 1 gone, bring to the plate JoJo Christians is yet to be retired in this ball game. 4 hits overall in the day between the game earlier against Northern Colorado and this current game where she's 2 for 2. First pitch to her 3rd at bat from Leone. It's a ball.
So Montana here, again, looking to respond. In the beginning of the game, we saw that one team would score, the other team would respond. And so Montana here trying to respond as the game gets dwindling down.
That one missed.
Yeah, I think just a bit outside. Good changeup, though.
Let's look at this one again.
Pretty close.
Well, yeah, a little off whip.
A little.
2-0. Ground ball off Everslyle's gloves. Mendoza fires over to first, not in time. And JoJo Christians has her third hit of the ball game. Excuse me, second hit of the ball game.
Just nice little infield single right there for JoJo Christians. Hit a ball hard, good things happen, and she'll pass the bat to Bukowski, who will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Grays, right fielder, number 24, Mackenzie Bukowski.
Mackenzie Bukowski at the plate now, looking to get the Grizz back in this ball game, down 4 with 8 outs to work with. First pitch, strike. Bukowski's 1 for 2, struck out in the first inning, single in the third.
With one swing of the bat here, they could cut this deficit in half. So looking to get a good pitch to drive, hit it hard somewhere.
0-2. So Christian stands at first with 1 gone. Bukowski trying to keep the line moving for Brianna Gutierrez, who stands on deck. 0-2. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Leone sets down Bukowski for the second time in this ball game, and there are 2 gone here in the 4th.
Man, what a great pitch right there from Danielle Leone, in the circle. Just goes back to that curveball on the outer half of the plate, and Bukowski, unable to catch up, will be out number 2. The 3rd strikeout of the day for Leone.
Gutierrez watches the first pitch inside for a ball. Tight strike zone, but it's been
consistent.
Very consistent, and I'd like to say very accurate. Trina Cohenford throughout the season. She's been a pleasure to work with. She also gives us some good explanations.
Yeah, she does.
1-0, Mendoza fires to first. They got her! What a throw! Mendoza to first base. Melissa George extending for the 3rd out. That'll retire the side. Let's look at this one again.
Man, Maddie Mendoza has been putting on a defensive clinic here in this Big Sky tournament.
Off balance, 1 hop, beautiful catch by George. That'll retire the side. We'll be back after the break. You're watching Softball presented by Jam Bar on ESPN+.
What you put in determines what you get out. This is true for sports. You've got to be willing to do the hard work. There are no shortcuts. That also holds true for how you fuel your body. At Jam Bar, we take pride in only putting the cleanest whole foods in our organic energy bars. No fad diets, no false promises. Just healthy ingredients to power your performance. Jam Bar, the official energy bar of the Big Sky Conference.
Pocatello. Is it a noun or a verb? Either way, let's Pocatello. You can do all this. Or this. Go to visitpocatello.com to get every minute out of your visit.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West. Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Haley Bustos to lead things off against Cameron Ortega. First pitch, puts a drive into this one, and foul.
Nearly had her 2nd home run of the tournament there, just a little bit out in front of that ball. I do like like how Cameron Ortega has not been afraid to go inside on these Sac State hitters, especially with the pitches on the outer half of the plate not always getting called. She's been doing a good job of just going right at him on the inner half.
0-1 found back, now 0-2 on Bustos. Katie Marsh injured earlier this season. Shannon Garcia injured during this tournament. Now Haley Bustos stepping up. Had a big home run yesterday, though, too. Off the plate for a ball.
Good take.
This sophomore getting her second straight start at catcher. Just her 9th start of the season coming in a Big Sky semifinal. 2 of her starts this year have came in Big Sky semifinals.
Yeah.
Ground ball. Lopez over to Mejia for out number 1.
Good job by Ortega here. Gets that long foul ball by Haley Bustos, but then just continues to go right at her, and ultimately we'll get her to ground out over to Grace Lopez for out number 1.
So 1 out brings Ava Medellin to the plate.
She's 1 for 1 on the day with a walk.
She sure is. Puts a drive into this one, and it's going to leave the ballpark. Home run, Ava Medellin. Her second of the season.
Ava Medellin, home run.
And the long Northern Quest Resort Casino home run drought has came to an end. Taylor, 41st home run we've seen in this tournament.
It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen at some point. Medellin just getting a pitch over the heart of the plate and just absolutely smokes that ball into the outfield, onto the berm for her first home run of the tournament. Second of the year, like you said, Logan, and that will extend the Hornet lead to 5.
So it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter.
Yes, we will.
Let's see if we get an ID on the number.
7.
Her hair's covering. Oh, 7. You got it.
I was looking at the helmet.
Oh, smart.
Teamwork.
Look at you.
So that is going to be Carissa Avila.
Avila. Yeah. She started earlier. Or no, she pinch ran once.
Yes.
So 0-1 to her. Christina Avila. Having 3-11 on the season, pops this one up. Making the catch to Mejia for out number 2. So 2 gone. We'll bring to the plate Saskia Robb for the 4th time.
Good response right there from Cameron Ortega after giving up the bomb to Medellin. She goes right at the pinch hitter, and Avalon gets her to pop out to Kaylee Mejia at first base.
So the score now 7-2 here in the top half of the 5th inning. Ground ball. Mejia touches first, not retire the side, but Ava Medellin leaves the ballpark. The score now, Sacramento State 7, Montana 2. Montana will grab the bats the top half of the 6th. You're watching Big Sky Softball, the tournament on ESPN Plus, presented by Jambar. for the Grizz against Danielle Leone, who remains in the circle for her 6th inning of work. Bohr pinch hitting here on the season. She lost the first pitch ball. Batting .217. She is 5 for 23.
Leone has done a really nice job throughout this game. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the first 2 innings, but since then has just really been able to control her pitches, make good pitches, make speeds, and keep these Montana hitters guessing. She's been doing a really nice job for Sac State.
Swings through that one. It's now 1-1. On Haley Bohr.
Yeah, we've seen Haley Bohr pinch hit a couple of times throughout this tournament.
Ground ball past both George and Medellin. She'll slide in a second with a double. So pinch hit double for Bohr to get things going for the Grizz here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Talk about getting your team going here in the top of the 6th inning. A ball hit just super hard by Bohr right there, and will find herself on second base with Jessica Churms coming to the plate.
Churms grabbing the bat, put her in scoring position for Montana, looking to get back into this game, down 5 runs. They're out hitting the Hornets 9-6, but only have 2 runs to show for it. Leone gets her sign. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over to Mendoza. Off her chest. Play at the plate. She'll be out. No, didn't tag her. She's safe. Churms advances to second. Bohr scores. It's now 7-3.
Man, a rare defensive miscue right there from Maddie Mendoza, and Bohr, the pinch hitter, is sent to the plate and avoids the tag. Sac State's got to run the board.
Dead to right.
Dead to right.
I thought she was out. Avoids the tag, and she's safe. Ball one hops off Mendoza's chest.
One usually
yeah, avoids it perfectly. What a slide by Bohr.
One pretty aggressive base running for her to begin that play. Usually if you're on second base and a ball is hit to the shortstop or to their right, meaning going towards the third base side, you do not advance because you could just get thrown out right at third base. But with the score what it is.
From Lafu makes the first out, or catches the first out of the top of the 6th.
With the score what it is, her going, and honestly, she kind of helped manufacture that run as she was sent home.
Yeah, slow moving double as it was grounded to the infield off of Medellin's glove, and Melissa George couldn't come up with it. Put into right field, base hit, Chloe Saxton. They're gonna hold Churms at third, and it's now 1st and 3rd. 1 gone. And now Anna Cockle has a chance to make this game real close. Tying run now on deck.
The senior and Chloe Saxton stepping up. First pitch here. Just gets a ball and drives it the other way. A really solid piece of hitting by the seniors. We're going to get a pinch runner for
Danielle Beal will go pinch run for Saxton. Her 3rd hit of the ball game over at first base. This Montana team has not quit yet. 1 run scored here in the top of the 6th, down to their final 5 outs. Tying run on deck, and Cockle at the plate. Churms at 3rd, and Danielle Beal at 1st via Chloe Saxton's single. Time called by the 3rd base umpire.
Just clarifying how many outs there are with 1 out on the inning. But if you're Sac State in this situation, this is the hitter that you do not want to beat you. So you got to be really, really careful with how you pitch to Anna Cockhill.
First pitch off the plate. I have to wonder if Sacramento State is getting any pitchers warm in that bullpen. We do not have a view ourselves of the bullpens.
I'm sure Kennedy Bacon will be available. Alexa Ortiz.
Lined, caught by Mendoza. Throw down to 1st for a double play. So that'll retire the sign. Oh no, they're gonna say it was on the ground.
I think they're saying it was on the ground.
Sheena Comerford called it out. That is a double play. So that'll retire the side.
So Sac State gets out of it.
So Sac State gets out of a first and third one-out jam. They do allow one run. So the game inches a little bit closer. Yeah, let's see it. Looks like it was a trap. Oh, looks like she caught it.
She caught it. She caught it.
Goes down to first for a double play. So that'll do it here in the bottom half of the sixth. Or the top half of the sixth.
See if there's a
Steph Ewing will challenge. We'll stay right here.
I feel like at this point in the game, you have to do it.
Yeah,
you have to do it.
challenges available for her.
Yep. Should be relatively quick, I think.
It looked like, yeah, she made the catch pretty easily. For Sacramento State, this would be an absolute gift.
Absolutely.
Not just you get Anna Cockle out, but you get her out in a double play.
Yes.
If it wasn't a catch, it'll be second and third, 2 outs.
2 outs, yep.
As they did throw down to first.
Well, and even Anna Cockhill didn't run down the line. I think she thought it was caught as well.
Well, Trina Comerford, from my vantage point, threw up the out signal before it was even thrown to first base.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's look at it again.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, it looks
seems like it's a straight glove. Yeah, straight glove, and then good heads-up awareness right there from Mendoza.
It makes up for her error in the inning.
Yeah. Well, and Beal was already at second base by the time that ball was pretty much, or on the way to second base, I should say, as that ball was caught. So, what? The umpires are talking about it.
Yeah, they haven't officially gone to review yet. They're still out in the infield.
But like you said, if this ends up being a double play, this is going to be huge.
Yeah, it'll end the inning.
Yeah.
Just one run scored and what looked to be a rally for Montana. Another look here. Steph Ewing did put her hand on her hat, signaling the challenge. Trina Comerford talking to her. Umpires going back to their position. So I guess.
I don't think we're going to get a. Well, the Sac State team is walking off the field.
Or is it they can't challenge it type thing? All right, either way, that'll retire the side.
That'll be it.
7-3 the score. We'll head to the bottom of 6 after the break. You're watching college softball on ESPN Plus, presented by Jam Bar. Mendoza starting thing off against Ortega, who remains in the circle for another inning of work. First pitch down for a ball. Mendoza, great catch, throw down to first to double off. Danielle Beal for the third out of the top half of the inning. Sacramento State now 3 outs away, or 4 runs away.
Yeah.
From heading to the championship game in a rematch of yesterday's unbelievable game between Idaho State and Sacramento State. Fouled away. So 2-1 now on Mendoza. Sacramento State, wants that rematch badly.
Absolutely, especially with the way the regular season went and how it went yesterday. That they want to get another chance at the Bengals. And Montana too, same thing. The way that their regular season ended.
Montana and lost. Yeah, both teams looking for some deep-rooted revenge.
Yes.
Base hit by Mendoza to kick things off for Sacramento State here in the bottom of the 6th.
Maddie Mendoza making a great defensive play in the top half of the inning. Starts off the bottom half with a single to left field to get things going here for the Hornets. I think that's going to prompt a
It will be a pitching change. It'll be Kayana Kong. It looks like after the break, you're watching the Big Sky Softball Tournament right here in Pocatello, Idaho. Presented by Jambar on ESPN+. Has entered the circle, her third appearance of the Big Sky Tournament. Through 6 innings earlier today against Northern Colorado. First pitch to Lafu from Malapaya. Mendoza at first. Cockhill keeps it in front of her, but it'll be an infield single for Lafu Malapaya. And 2 runners on, no outs for Madison Evers-Lyles and the Sacramento State Hornets.
Yeah, like you said, Logan, Kayana Kong threw earlier in the game today, and she was really, really good and effective against Northern Colorado. Likes to throw that down balls. You see her try to go right there with that drop. Has a screw curve and a change that she likes to throw as well, but I would expect to see a lot of down in the zone from the junior in the circle.
First pitch to Evers-Lyles, called strike. 2 on, no outs. Mendoza stands at second via a single. Malapaya on first via a single. Both have yet to be, or I guess Mendoza retired once, but it was
on a sac fly. So it's kind of, it's like partial points.
Mendoza way back, off the top of the fence and gone! 3-run home run. Madison Evers-Lyles, her third of the tournament. And it sends the lead to 10-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Another Northern Quest Resort and Casino home run, 42nd of the tournament.
Man, what a swing of the bat right here by Madison Evers-Lyles. Her 3rd home run of the tournament, and there just a changeup, I think, that gets away from Kong just too much and probably looked like a beach ball coming in. Yeah, look at her. It had
shoulders.
A beach ball or a watermelon, or I don't know what she's seeing at the plate, but that thing was
top of the fence.
I've never seen that. Never seen the top where.
Yeah, my years.
I thought it was going to bounce back into play.
I've never seen off the top of the fence.
No, but no outs still in the inning.
Or maybe I probably have. I don't recall. This one sent into center field. Terms under it for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Hornets now run away from.
Yeah, not having to have Leon go back out for one more inning.
And heading to the championship against Idaho State tomorrow.
Man, that thing was, oh my goodness, crushed.
So Aaron Garcia at the plate now. 1 gone in the inning. Kayana Kong gets her first out. Here's the pitch. So 0-1 on Melissa George. After the game, we'll have a post-game interview with the winning head coach done by Megan Robinson. So stick around after the ball game. 0-1. Just misses. The count's now 1-1 on Aaron Garcia. 10-3 the score. 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors for Montana. 10 runs on 9 hits, 1 error for Sacramento State. Montana leading the hit category, but down 7 in the runs. And ahead in the errors, 0-1.
Yeah.
So 1-2 to Aaron Garcia. We have a bee fly into our tent.
Unwanted visitor.
Hey, get out of here, bee. Have a game to broadcast.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on, man. All right.
All right.
For at least a couple seconds. 1-2 to Aaron Garcia.
Oh, great pitch.
Oh, man. 2-2.
Woo, great pitch on the inside part of the plate. Just missed.
Yeah, both balls in this at-bat were rather close. So
yes.
2-2 to Aaron Garcia. Here's the pitch from Kayana Kong. Swing and a miss. Strikes her out anyway for out number 2.
What I really like about this right here from Kayana Kong is she just goes right to that same spot, this time getting Aaron Garcia to swing, recording her first strikeout of the ball game, and 2 outs.
It's like a pinch hitter.
I think they're going to let Chloe Saxton
Chloe Saxton's going to come in,
play on the
second
field.
base. Grace Lopez. Chloe Saxton, the lone senior on this Montana roster.
Well, her legacy is definitely going to be left at Montana for years to come, for sure.
Potentially her final collegiate game. Kind of calling for one more out to give the Grizz one more chance at the plate. It'll take a long inning for Saxton to receive one more at bat.
What a cool moment for the senior.
I'm sure Grace Lopez stay in the game. She'll
At the DP, they'll switch, yeah.
So Haley Bustos taking the at bat here with 2 gone. Swings and misses at the first pitch. And this Montana team will be back next year.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have another change here. Oh, that was
they're
it.
just going to let her have the 1 pitch.
All right.
I was hoping a ball would get hit her way.
Yeah, that would be cool. So Chloe Saxton. It's field for 1 pitch. Now she's out of this ball game. Hugs from Steph Ewing.
What a cool moment for the
getting to play
senior.
under Steph.
Bought into the program wholeheartedly. What a moment.
Great career for Chloe Saxton. I was in Missoula for Chloe Saxton Day. Got to see her parents throughout the first pitch. Beautiful moment in Missoula. Beautiful moment as she walks off the field for what could be the last time in Pocatello. Kayana Kong, though, has been firing 3 straight swings and misses from these Hornets against Kong. She's a strike away from giving Montana a chance. Down 7 in the top half of the 7th inning.
If I was Kong, I'd throw that pitch again.
Oh, yeah, may as well.
That was dirty.
Here's the 0-2. Off the plate. So 1-2 now. It will be Kaylee Mejia, JoJo Christians, and Mackenzie Bukowski due up for Montana. Top half of the 7th. If we are to get there. The 1-2. Ground ball. Kong field it. And we will play a 7th inning. Sacramento State leads 10-3. Last 3 outs for Montana in the top half. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships brought to you by Jambar on ESPN+. headed to the championship tomorrow against Idaho State. First pitch ball to Kaylee Mejia.
And Danielle Leone looking for the complete game win here as she looks to go the distance. 3 more outs to get, like you said, Logan.
First pitch tomorrow will be at noon. It will be an if necessary game. The winner of this one, which looks to be Sac State, are able to beat the Bengals in the first game tomorrow. Will be a second game played 30 minutes after that one. It's a 1-1 the count on Mejia. 1-2 now the count on Mejia. Like you said, Leone looking for a complete game winner. Montana's out-hit the Hornets.
Yeah.
They have 7 less runs.
Been able to limit the damage.
Not able to limit hit here. This will be a long leadoff single for Kaylee Mejia. Now it gets a note. She'll say it first. She's teasing us.
She's teasing us. That ball was a shot right in the right center field gap. Good job by Mejia just to let that ball get deep and take it the other way as Grizz will get a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th.
Time called as JoJo Christians will come up to the plate. JoJo is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a fly out to right field. So looking to add on to her great day. Had a home run, a single, and a trip or double in the game earlier today against Northern Colorado. Montana's had a great season. No one expected them to be in this spot right here.
Yeah.
Sweep of Seattle, turning the tides of that program going into Big Sky play. Swept Portland State. Had 8 wins going into the conference wins going into the matchup against Idaho State. Took game 1 of that series. We're a game away from winning the regular season title. Dropped games 2 and 3. Fell all the way to the 4 seed. They've won 3 games in this tournament. Have played every team in the Big Sky in this tournament. Lost to Idaho State, who's in the championship game. Now down to their final 3 outs against Sacramento State, who's looking to also punch their ticket to the championship game.
And they're only going to get better. They're only going to get better.
Mostly underclassmen.
Yeah.
Coley Saxton, the lone senior in the starting lineup.
Good pitch, change up right there by Leone.
Actually, the only upperclassman in the starting lineup. But yeah, next year, Anna Conkill, Grace Lopez, Kaylee Mejia, JoJo Christians, Bukowski, Gutierrez, Graviette, Terms, Madison Tarrant.
Yeah, I was going to say Tarrant will be back.
And then who knows the amount of the freshmen that Seth Ewing's bringing in. The freshmen this year have been this good.
Exactly.
0-2. Upstairs for a ball. And then pitching-wise, Kara Sweet returns for her junior year.
Kiana Kong
for her senior year.
You'll have Cameron Ortega.
And Audrey Elias. So yeah, next year, Montana will...
Looking to reload.
I'd guess will be the coach's preseason favorites in the poll next year. Idaho State losing quite a few seniors in their starting lineup. Full count. Caught by Medellin. Toss her to first, not in time.
Oh, what a great
George
play.
had some words for Mejia over at first base. There's 1 gone. So Montana now down to their final 2 outs. Bukowski grabbed the bat.
Looked to kind of catch Ava Medellin in the chest right there, but she is able to hold on and nearly doubles off Mejia at first base.
Mejia hitting George on her way back. And are we going to get a challenge here?
I am not exactly sure. The umpires are going to get together to discuss.
All right. Or does Lori Perez want instruction on the runner for not?
That's what I was wondering too, because initially when she came out of the dugout, I was wondering if that's what she was looking for.
Well, guess we'll find out. Looks like we're on a challenge. See what the call is for. So they're challenging to see if Mejia got back in the bag in time or not. Wind picking up here in Pocatello.
Whoa, moved our whole table.
Let's look at another look here. It actually looks way closer than I thought it was.
Yeah, it does. Well, if you're Kaylee Mejia at first base, that's a really hard play as a base runner. Yeah. You're taught as, a base runner, line drive, freeze, but then if it's dropped, you have to run to second base, and you're kind of out. You're kind of stuck in the middle either way, so all you can really do is just freeze on that ball. View. Let's see what we got.
Oh, she might be out.
It's close.
See it slowed down.
Yeah, you see here she freezes, but then immediately has to get back.
Oh, she looks like to be out.
Ooh.
They have a different view than we do in the visitor locker room, aka the replay center.
I'm kind of surprised she didn't dive back in on that play.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, just how close it was.
One umpire came out. I don't see Trina yet, though.
I'm not sure.
See another look here. Yeah, it looks to be out.
Oh, yeah. George is able to keep her foot on the bag.
Looks to me there'll be 2 outs. After this review, Montana will be down to their final out. Great job by our camera crew to capture that. Multiple different angles. It looks to be that Lori Perez is going to correctly challenge this one.
Yeah.
It looks, yep, great freeze frame right there. Was a George foot on the bag. Mejia, step away. So it looks like there will be 2 outs here in the 7th. Nobody will be on for Mackenzie Bukowski. Another hit. It's going to be stranded via the double play. As Mejia reached via the double. Bukowski's 1 for 3 in this game, a single and 2 strikeouts.
So
umpires are held up again. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe. Here's Trina.
Here we go. Umpires are going to discuss it real quick.
Well, what would the 7th inning be in a 7-run game without a challenge?
Of course. Of course.
Gotta get those double plays stat padded somehow.
Yeah, they're talking about this for quite a
this is
while.
taking a second.
So
the replay system did go down earlier today.
Yeah.
But it seemed to be rebooted as this game had any issues. Steph Ewing now talking to the umpiring crew. I don't get what's taking so long in this discussion. Now Lori Perez is
gonna go over and
yelling. She wants to know what's going on. If Lori wants to come talk to us, feel free, Lori.
We would love to chat with Lori Perez.
She wants to talk to Trina instead.
That's fair. That's fair.
For a second. Lori seems satisfied with whatever's about to happen.
Her curly ponytail is really cute.
That's why you're an analyst. Right there.
It's just like, you gotta look at the hairstyles. You gotta keep it fun and fresh. That's fun and fresh, Logan.
Right, here's the call. They're saying it stands. So we had what looked like a very obvious out call. But instead, the call's gonna stand. So I'm guessing the camera angle from the replay review did not see what we saw.
Maybe just a little
We had a great freeze frame. She looked to be out, but instead, just 1 guy in the inning for Mackenzie Bukowski.
And let's play on.
So after all that, I'm not sure what the long discussion was for. It did say stand, so it wouldn't be enough evidence. I'm guessing it's somebody who's maybe blocking the camera view.
Oh yeah, that's happened, yep.
So Bukowski batting here, 0-1 the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Called strike, quickly 0-2.
So good job by Leon here after that little bit of more of a lengthy review to just come in and pound the strike zone here against Bukowski.
Here's the 0-2. Driven into deep center field. Bukowski's left the ballpark. It's now 10-5. Bukowski's first home run of the tournament. A Northern Quest Resort and Casino home run. Well, I'm saying we didn't see enough home runs this game. We've seen 3, so I'm satisfied now.
Yes. I feel good now. I feel good now.
I've seen it.
They heard you.
Yeah.
They
so
heard
it's
you.
10-5. Still just 1 out in the inning.
Well, a good job on that pitch. 0-2 by Bukowski. Just gets a pitch left too sweet over the heart of the plate and drives it to straightaway center. As that'll bring to the plate Gutierrez.
So just 1 down in the inning via the Ava Medellin catch. The father's going to be 2 outs.
Yeah.
Replay review said otherwise.
We'll continue the inning for the Grays.
Gutierrez with 1 out. Off Everslyle's glove. It's going to be a single for Brianna Gutierrez. The Grizz trying to make things interesting here in the 7th.
So they just keep on passing the bat.
I'll have looks like a pinch hitter, Casey Kiblin.
We've been saying it all day, but if you hit the ball hard, good things happen. And here, Gutierrez just able to continue the inning.
Kiblin scored 1 time as a pinch runner yesterday. Gets a chance to swing the bat here. So 1 on, 1 out for Casey Kiblin. I mean, 188, excuse me, on the season. 9 for 48, 11 runs scored, 12 RBIs, 1 home run, 3 doubles. 4 of her 9 hits have gone for extra bases.
What a good opportunity right here.
First pitch misses. Score is 10-5 here in the 7th inning. Grounded foul.
Well, based on the way that Montana, has played throughout their conference regular season and then in the tournament, you had to know they weren't going to go down without a fight.
Yep. The never say die attitude's got them this far. They're not going to give up here. Kiblin trying to keep the line moving with 1 gone.
Well, especially if you're able to turn the lineup over with Kiblin here and then Sherms coming up to the plate. If you can get Grace Lopez back up to the plate.
And Chloe Saxton, the senior, after that.
Oh, nice pitch.
So 2-2 now the count on Casey Kiblin. Called strike. The 2-2 pitch. Caught by Medellin for out number 2. So the Grizz now down to their final out. And it will be Jessica Sherms to take this at bat.
Well, Kiblin puts a good swing on this pitch, but just hits it right at Medellin, who seems to be a ball magnet this inning with her second out. Hit straight at her on the line drive.
Jessica Sherms' turn. 2 gone. Gutierrez at first. First pitch. Up for a ball. Sherms reached on an error her last time. Sends this one into the gap. Gonna roll, cut off by Robb. It's gonna be a double for Jessica Sherms. There's 2 runners in scoring position. Top of the order and Grace Lopez.
Grizzlies not done yet. You see here, Jessica Sherms just gets again, another changeup just kept out over the heart of the plate. And like you said, Logan, that'll turn the lineup over and bring up Chloe Lopez.
Grace Lopez at the plate. The senior Chloe Saxton.
That's where Chloe was. I was like, Chloe didn't sound right. Grace Lopez, excuse me, I'm sorry,
Lori
Grace.
Perez wants to talk to her pitcher along with the pitching coach. The pitching coach, Marina Damore, wearing the John Morant 3, Jurassic Parks on her feet.
Yeah, she brought those out last time they were in Pocatello.
And she had them like a couple days after they dropped.
Yeah, she did. She's just
I meant to ask her if she went to like the Nike store right away to get that.
You're going to have maybe an opportunity after the game to ask her. Where'd you get your cool shoes?
That's a question you're asking me. So 14 hits by Montana in this game. They had, what, 16 the game before this?
Yeah. They've just been pouring it on offensively.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, 16 hits, 11 runs.
So 30 hits on the day?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
14 hits in this game, 5 runs scored. Stranded a plethora of Grizz on the bases. Grace Lopez looking to bring 2 more in. The single here. The lone senior on Montana on deck. First pitch from Leone. First pitch swings Lopez. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. Lopez takes second. Now she's going for third. Play at third base. She's out. That's the ball game. Grace Lopez called out. Steph Ewing will most likely challenge. If not, Sacramento State's heading to the championship.
Holy moly, what a way for this game to potentially end. Oh my goodness.
Looks to be no challenge, so that'll do it.
Oh my goodness, Logan.
Sacramento State wins 10-7. Grace Lopez thrown out at third to end the Grizz season. Let's look at a replay.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. A bold move to try to get to third base.
On heads up play by Bustos right here and throws it over to Madison Evers-Lyles.
She beats the throw in. She must have came off the bag at some point. I don't know, but nevertheless, that's the ball game.
That's the ball
Sacramento
game.
State will play Idaho State in the championship tomorrow. Megan Robinson will be interviewing Lori Perez after the break, so stick with us. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Conference Tournament Championships on ESPN Plus, brought to you by Jam Bar.
team of crystal. What is this?
Oh, it's from the pitching staff. They have crystals that they have, and this was the one that I have. And generally, when Danny pitches, I put it in my pocket. So today, I was definitely going to make that happen. Oh gosh, here we go. Yeah.
We'll let them pile on. It was an exciting end to that game. Montana was staging a 7th inning comeback. What was going through your mind that final inning?
Yeah, I mean, I was comfortable, obviously, feeling that we had scored enough runs to keep us in a position to go. Obviously, Danny threw a whole full ball game. Super proud of her and the work that she put in. But, you know, Montana's a good hitting team. There's a reason they're playing in this game. Coach Ewing is doing a phenomenal job with that program. And so I felt comfortable that we had enough lead, but it definitely got uncomfortable there at the end. And like I said, I didn't expect them to go down without a fight. So I'm just proud of our team, how we played defense and continued Danny to mix pitches and scored enough to win the ball game. Yeah.
You will have a chance at redemption tomorrow playing Idaho State for the Big Sky Championship. Have to win both games tomorrow. But how did this pressure that Montana put on you today prepare you for those 2 games tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's anything different than we've been seeing all season. You know, we've been up and down in terms of some injuries and things that have been happening. And this tournament's no different, and it's the next person up, you know, and we can find ways to win all through the order. You know, our pitching staff working solid, and so we're looking forward to being able to have another crack at it. You know, we felt like we played really good up until about that 4th inning, and things got away from us. And so I know we're hungry to get back and play a better ball game for sure.
Well, we're excited to see you back here tomorrow. I'll let you go talk to your ladies and enjoy this win.
Thank you. I wanted just a quick shout out to our former head coach, Kathy Strahan. It's her birthday today. This one's for you, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you, Megan and head coach Lori Perez. Well, Taylor, the championship is set. 9 games in the books. Idaho State, the home team, the regular season champions, are going to take on the Sacramento State Hornets in their final season in the Big Sky. Seniors, plenty tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely.
We have no idea the pitching matchup.
Nope.
That game will be played at noon tomorrow. So everybody put that in your calendar. Set your alarms. Championship set. Sacramento State, Idaho State, right here on ESPN Plus. For Taylor Fitzgerald, technical director John Young. SIDs for both teams, Joel and Ryan. John Match, SID, along with Ryan Cheney, scoring some games. And did I say John Young already? Well, he's the director in the entire ESPN Plus crew. I'm Lone Kelso. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you in the championship. You just watched the Big Sky Conference Softball Championship Tournament presented by Jam Bar on ESPN Plus.